Hi everyone, we are back with another war video today, and this is going to be war number 4 of season 59. That's right. And we are going up against the Alliance. I think it's Book of... Oh no, this is Nefti. Oh yeah, so we're up against Nefti this war. I am bringing in Okoye, Nico, 6-star Nico, ranked her up for this war, and then Prowler. I've never used Okoye in war. I've never used Nico in war, obviously. And I have used Prowler. So, first fight, though, we got Fury here. I debated using Nico or Okoye. If I had to rank a 7-star Nico, I probably would have used her. But because I didn't, I wanted to use Okoye. I did take off the attack masteries, or most of the attack masteries. I still got deep wounds at max sig though. And then I didn't use any attack boosts. Here, of course, she throws the unblockable special 1. Unblockable special 1. Bait out the special 2 though. The one thing with this is the ensnare does kind of mess with his charges, which can make it a little bit more difficult because you're not sure whether you're going to actually trigger it or not. But goal is basically just push him to special 2s only. And then just combo away. Special 2 here. That's going to clear his first life. The debuffs actually stop part of his health going up all the way to his second life, which was very nice and convenient. Get a relic here. Do I go for the kill? No. I bait out the special 2. Probably the safe thing to do. Full combo, special 1 if I needed it, but I didn't, and he goes. So, nice and smooth first fight, well, besides eating the special 1, but relatively smooth. It was a fight I was kind of a bit worried about. Next up, though, we're going to be using Nico for the first time. This fight is super easy. I figured this was going to be easy. I'm going to use a good amount of power start 1s with Nico because I don't use the buff immunity the whole time. But here, we're going to get to special 2, and then that is basically the fight. This node has the Nullify and Fate Seal immunity, but nothing about buff immunity, so she is going to destroy this fight. We're going to bait special 1s. Throw our special 2, since we were at a special 2. Obviously, the special 1 refreshes the buff immunity if I wasn't able to get all the way to special 2, but because Gorr generates so many buffs, we easily get to our special 2. And then this kills, I think, basically. Yeah, down he goes. So, 30-second fight for a 6-star versus 7-star rank 3. Yeah, Nico is amazing. Really would love to get the 7-star when the new Titan comes out. Our next fight, I think I used the buff immunity here. Originally, I was going to take another mini, but we ended up changing things slightly, so we got our 7-star Nico to take, I think it was a node 46 Dark Phoenix. I was going to do it with the 6-star because he was going a different way, but we kind of tweaked things at the end. This Galan here, though, again, we'll use the buff immunity, and then this fight becomes a joke. This is her last fight, so I used the other one as well because why not? Back out, go back in to make sure the pre-fight stuck. They did. And then we will do this fight. Yeah, Nico works great for Galan. She's not as dominant as I thought she'd be versus Galan in terms of just like generating a ton of poisons. I kind of expected it to be similar to Gorr, and it's not. But still, she's a fantastic option. Probably one of the best options here. Why I couldn't stick a parry at the beginning, I couldn't tell you. But we're getting some buffs all right away. Again, this node feeds him buffs anyway. So I think if you do the same combo, it applies an Intensify. And then his special 1s apply 4 buffs, so then we get 4 poisons from that. So, you know, it's going pretty fast. Maybe I'm just being greedy because this first fight went super, super fast. So we're going to bait the special 1 here, get more poisons rolling. Keep hitting away. Throw the special 2, get some more poisons, brand new buff immunity. Try and get the special 1 out. He throws it. And I probably could have threw a heavy to get the Fury. I know I definitely didn't play Nico optimally, but yeah, fight went well. Next up, we got... I think I have 2 minis. Maybe I don't. I can't remember now. We got Prowler here versus Northstar, the typical assignment. Yeah. This node has the power efficiency and stuff like that, along with the one I opened. Prowler drains their power all the way, so you want to use him. I think at some point he does become a little stingy with his special 1 at some point. Throws it here, nice and easy. I think we try and bait out a special 1 here and heavy punish. Yeah, and he really didn't want to throw the special, that's right. Finally he throws it. Here we get a heavy. Didn't get the special 2 off with the falter, so that does reduce our damage a bit, but this still does a decent chunk. I probably should have just... I mean, you can heavy punish his special 1, so that's really what I should have done. Here, I think I'm going to do full combo. Heavy. And then we just need him to come at us. And we're going to throw the special 2, and that's going to be it. And down he goes. So, definitely could have been better played. You know, it didn't get in danger at all of going down. Next up... Oh, yes, that's right. I do have one more fight after this. So next we got Prowler versus Sentinel here on node 45. We're obviously only half immune. Just to the bleed, not to the cold snap. I'm not too worried about getting a couple cold snaps on me, but, you know, obviously I don't want to get a bunch. I did get a white Magneto pre-fight here to make this a bit easier. Just get a parry at the beginning. We can hit his block a little bit. I know that feeds him his charges, but, you know, he's going to get to 100 charges no matter what. Do a couple hits there. Again, got 1 cold snap on us, not a big deal at all. He throws the special 1. We're going to combo away. Again, combo away some more. Now we're back in cold snap, so I want to bait this out. Get a parry a couple times. There he comes. We'll do a full combo medium into the special 2. This is going to do a big chunk of damage. Very solid. Bit up this. Get 1 hit in. 2 hits in. Of course, the 1 hit when using cold snap, I get a cold snap on me. Again, not a big deal. This fight's very much under control. Punish this. Falter. I think we barely get the... Yeah, we get the special 2 off before the falter expires. This is going to push him below 20%. Got a beta special 1. And then the fight's over now. He's going to get some power from this. Not remotely close to 3 bars of power, so yeah. Got to wait out 1 more. Bait this out. We can punish using bleed now. We're going to go in and punish. Use our falter. Full combo. And I think I go for it here. Full combo into the special 1 to get us out of here. And down he goes. So, pretty smooth. A bit on the longer side, but, you know, kind of the case when you have a half immunity for a hazard ship fight. Next fight is... Oh my god, I forgot about this fight. On paper, should be a super easy fight. We get there barely with our invul. We load in. And I'm going to play super freaking bad. So we get the ensnare up right away. We hit a nice intercept, and I'm like, alright. Off to the races. We're cruising. No problem. This fight's going to be a joke. Full combo here. Then we try and dash in, and we eat a special 1 immediately. I go for an intercept and get hit again. And now I'm going to throw the special 1 just to get the Bane off us and do some damage. But that was about as bad as it could go at the beginning. Here, I try and dash back, and that one I felt like sticky controls. The whole beginning nonsense where I was getting my ass kicked was definitely not on the controls. That one, I will say, felt weird. But here, to throw the special 2, try and get the damage rolling, and you can see he's going down. He throws the special 2, and I'm like, nope, I'm not even going to try and dex because my controls felt weird at that point. And he goes down. But yeah, terrible play. Super easy fight. Probably like, not the easiest fight I took, but one of the easier minis and the most ideal matchup you could bring to that mini. And I almost completely threw it. But we got out without dying somehow. But that does end our war. 6 fights this war. A bit of an uptick from the previous 2 where I just had 4 each. In terms of score, we lost. We played okay this round. I think we had 9 deaths and they had like 6. So, you know, if we're under 10, I don't know if I say happy. I'm okay with it. I'd rather us be lower, but, you know, under 10's respectable, I guess. So, yeah, I mean, Nefti's a really good alliance. We beat them last time, but I would say Nefti's definitely more consistently better than us in terms of war. So, yeah, wasn't a surprising loss. But, yeah, that was our first loss of the season. 3-1 so far. This next war was a very... a tough war, so I'll try and get that video out. I am going on vacation, so my videos I may not do the rest of the season, or I might do a highlights. I'm not sure, but I'll try and get War 5 out at least before I take off. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this video though. Thank you for watching.